Hello there, and welcome back to Park It Here. I am here with Athletic Supervisor Brady Buckley, who is based out of the Sir Algire Community Center. I almost said Algire. Is it Algire or Algire? All right, Algire. Brady works there, so he'd know. So anyway, thanks for coming on, Brady. So could you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you ended up in Louisville? And
So yes, I'm for Louisville Parks and Recreation. My office is based out of Cyril Algar Community Center. I actually came here from Bowling Green. I work for Warren County Parks and Recreation as a gym supervisor. I also received my master's degree at Western Kentucky University. I have a bachelor's degree also at Murray State University in physical education. So after grad school, I applied for the job here, and I was blessed enough to get it. And I've been here for 2.5 years, and I run all of our youth and adult athletic programming.
so let's talk a little bit about how this last year has been for you. I know, again, it's not been without its challenges for your group, just like it is for everybody else. The way people are recreating and exercising is a lot different than it was beforehand. And you've over the years run a lot of athletic leagues that had to be shuttered. What kind of adjustments did you guys make this spring and fall and winter? Uh,
We try to make sure what we offer was, as safe as possible so coming up with different COVID guidelines and trying to follow, everything that we could, making sure equipment was clean and stuff like that. We also stepped into virtual programming, which is part of our esports initiative that we're going to be launching here in a few weeks. So we're going to offer playing NBA 2K, Madden NFL 21, and then also FIFA. But people can participate in the safety of their own home. So all the games will be played online, but we will offer a chance for them to play the championship games at the golf house.
that's interesting. So I believe I understand the sports commission has come on board with this as well. How did you find out about esports and have you just watched it on TV like everybody else has? How did you figure out that this might be a good fit for our department?
Well, I'm a gamer myself. So when it started blowing up through the NRPA, how all the other parks departments were offering, I thought it'd be something cool for us to offer as well. Yes, and then we had collaborated with the Louisville Sports Commission on raising some sponsorship money so we can give out neat prizes.
If somebody's trying to get to the Gold House, they want to make those semifinals and finals. How does it work to sign up, and how do you see it? How do you see it going and starting? And then what's the gameplay going to be like for somebody who participates?
So you can sign up online. Everything will be online digitally. If play when you play the championship games at the Golf House, if you do not have a ride, we can arrange for that because we offer transportation for any other leagues offer. So this wouldn't be any different.
That's
So you
interesting.
can definitely, yep. So if you still can't, if you not have a ride, we can definitely arrange that for you. But the regular season games will be played online. And then, like I said, when you get to the championship games, we can provide transportation for you.
What's your skill level at playing each one of those games?
Uh, I will say that I'm a 2K. I play NBA 2K all the
So am
time.
I think too.
Yeah, but I'm not great at Madden. I'm not great at FIFA at all. But I like to put myself at the top on 2K.
I'll tell you what, I am. I love playing game. I love playing games. I've always been a gamer. Um, but you could just tell the people that are really good at video games are young. A lot of them that I've encountered. So like it, I think I know a lot about football, for instance, but some kid who's 12 who plays Madden would kick my tail in. So that's
Yeah, I
just
think
how it
it's
goes.
just yeah, I think it's just the point of we grew up in the video game era. I remember Sega Genesis, Nintendo
Yeah,
64.
me too.
Like I grew up right in the middle of that. So yeah.
Yeah. So what about this spring, Brady? As I understand it, there's going to be some changes maybe with how you're issuing, and you're going to be producing the Reds Rookie Success League and RBI baseball leagues. As as some of you may know, we've had a partnership with the Cincinnati Reds and the Louisville Bats and Major League Baseball for the last decade or more, and they've provided us with some funding and some other support to run baseball leagues out of. And that relationship is going to continue, but it's going to look a little bit different, right, Brady?
Yeah, so there's a lot of changes going on with that. The Reds rookie program was basically it was more on character development, and baseball was a smaller component of it. Of a where our baseball clinics will be more baseball focused on higher skill development. The character development piece will still be there, but they really want to see a more focus on getting kids better so we can see higher numbers in youth baseball. So usually we run 4 weeks at each site, but this year we're going to run it just like most clinics are ran. So we will have one clinic at each site. So right now we will be operating have 1 week at Wyandotte Park, 1 week at Petersburg Park, and 1 week at Shawnee Park. Now we still will have a fun side of it. We have something called Fun and Bad that we will operate at all of our community centers, and that will be more of your focused on character development, but still getting the baseball skills with it.
So you're when did we say Algar or Algar? Algar.
Outlier.
Algar. Um, your programming out there runs the gamut. You provide programming for children during the winter and summer, but you also have seniors out there as well. Why is it important for people to remain active, no matter what age or what skill level you are? As a recreation professional, why is that important? And how do you stress that to people, whether they're 6 or they're 106?
I always try to remind people that, being healthy is the number one thing. If you're out moving around, it doesn't matter if you're playing pickleball, which is one of our biggest senior programs, or if you're playing, in our senior softball, or if you're playing in our T-ball league. It's very important for people to get out there to be active so you can stay healthy. It also gives you a chance to socialize. It also is a big stress reduction as well when you get out and get that exercise. So I just always try to stress to people to find something to keep you active. Even if you just come to one of our parks and walk around, I mean, we have a lot of parks with great walking trails. So that's what I always try to stress to people that, it's very important to stay healthy and pick something to where you can have an active lifestyle.
How hard is it going to be to return these activities to normal once everyone's vaccinated and we're out of this COVID nightmare?
I mean, it'll be difficult. I think that we have seen a lot of different models, and I've even watched, all of us, NBA, NFL, to just kind of see what they've done. I've also paid attention to other age and stuff that still have continued to play in other states, kept everyone safe. So it will be difficult. I will say the less strict the guidelines are, the easier it'll be, just because of you can't play if you can only have 10 people on the court and stuff like that. You still have to have coaches and refs and stuff. But I think a lot of it would change with the interaction we have. There's supposed to be no fist bumping, no shaking hands. And those seem like small things, but when you play sports, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
So little things like that will make it weird at first. But if we have to deal with that to get back out there, I'd rather deal with that than not playing at all.
Cool. Well, thanks for joining us, Brady. I really appreciate it. We'll be checking back in with you intermittently. So look for information about baseball, youth baseball offered through Parks and Recreation at bestparksever.com. And also look for an announcement coming up soon on the esports leagues that Brady referenced also at bestparksever.com. Thanks, Brady.